Hello YouTube, this is a video on the iPad mini and the iPad mini smart cover that will be unboxed here on YouTube. So this is the box of the iPad mini. This is the 16GB wide model, which I will show you later when I unbox the whole thing. It's basically an unboxing and first look video. You can see here on the back it says iPad mini Wi-Fi 16GB white. Designed by Apple in California. No shit, Sherlock. I thought it was designed by Apple in, I don't know, Mongolia. Stolen by Romanians or whatnot. This is what it looks like. Apple logos all around. And this is the smart cover. There is no smart case available from Apple for the iPad mini, unfortunately. But this will do for now. Which I will take a look at later. For now, let's discuss this iPad mini here that I bought today. Since iOS 7 was released a couple of days ago, I knew I had to buy this thing very, very quickly because I do not want iOS 7 on my device. For a very simple reason. I do not want an operating system on any of my devices that looks like it's been drawn by a 3-year-old. And iOS 7 is buggy as hell as far as I've seen. I've seen a couple of people, some real Apple files, complaining about some really basic stuff in iOS 7 that didn't quite work. And especially on the tablet, it was said to be pretty terrible. So I bought one today with iOS 6 so I can still enjoy my tablet the way it should be enjoyed. So now I'm just trying to get this top box off. Okay, yeah, there we go. A lovely glossy screen. Let's put that box away. So let's lift the tablet up to look at later. Let's take a look at what we got in the box. Here is a Lightning to USB cable for data transferring, of course, and charging. If we pull up this little thing, we'll check that thing out later. Probably some user manuals and whatnot. We get the charger plug, which I did not have, not even for my iPhone 3GS, so this is very, very convenient to have. Lovely. And that is it. Okay. Doing these unboxings one-handed is pretty darn difficult at times. Okay, so we get a couple of cards here with some instructions on how to use the iPad mini in a bunch of different languages. This top one is more relevant to me since it is in Dutch. All the other ones are in different languages. We get French and English and Dutch, it seems. Okay. And some more instructions. And the lovely Apple stickers, which I will be keeping. I will repackage this in this thing later. But for now, let's put those things aside and take a look at the tablet itself, which is still wrapped in plastic. Feels good in the hand, absolutely. It looks gorgeous and it's really, really lightweight. At the store they offered me, hold on. At the store they offered me to get extra insurance on it, some other extra features and some checks for dead pixels. It would cost me a couple of euros. I was like, dude, this thing is expensive enough as it is. I don't want all of your extra services. Because quite frankly, I don't need them. I know how to set up a device. I don't need other people to do that for me and check for dead pixels and then charge me for 20 euros. That's ridiculous. Okay, so now let's take a look at the tablet itself. And that's me. Hello. So it is the tablet itself. Here on the top we get a camera, which is an iSight front-facing camera for FaceTime. That's the home button. On the side we get the volume rockers and the lock button or disable notifications and stuff, and you can also set that to lock rotation, as I was trying to say. This is the true lock and home screen and whatever, or the power button and power and lock button. I'm really mixing things up here. I'm sorry. This is the microphone, the 3.5mm audio jack, and on the bottom we have 2 speakers and the lightning connector. On the back we have nothing but the camera and the gorgeous polished Apple logo. That's all there is to the iPad mini in terms of aesthetics. Let's boot it up. If it has any power in it. It does. Gorgeous looking screen. Doesn't appear to have any dead pixels so far. So while that's loading, let's see what this thing is all about. See if I can get this cover off, or out this packaging at least. This seems to be a little bit more tricky. Okay. Oh right, the iPad is already done loading. That's pretty darn quick. Okay. Let's change the language. There we go. I don't think I live in Germany, so let's change that to Netherlands. Going to my Wi-Fi network. And connect. Next. I will activate my iPad. Turn that off. You know what? Okay, let's turn it on. Fine. New iPad. Log up my Apple ID. Okay, fine. Let's see where all those things are. My password. I know you love staring at my feet, but I like doing videos in one take instead of taking multiple takes at it. Let's agree to that. I'm fine with it as long as they don't turn me into a human sent iPad. For people that get that reference. Use iCloud? Yes, definitely. Send all that stuff to iCloud. I'll look it up to my hack over here, my Hackintosh. Still going strong. No, I don't think I'm gonna lose my iPad anywhere soon. Sure, set all that stuff up. iMessage and FaceTime. Also get FaceTime on my iPhone over there. See if they can set this stuff up properly. I'm very pleased with the overall look of this thing. I think I'll just leave this thing in its case for now. Diagnose and use it. No, thank you. Register my iPad at Apple. Sure. And finally, we have booted into iOS 6. Let's probably set up everything appropriately. Let's see, this is the only page and this is the search page. So we don't have very many apps at default, but that is fine with me. I'm not going to try the camera app because that would be cameraception. Messages. Wants me to log in again. Let's try that. See if this works. let it do its job. So yeah, the iPad is now set up. It seems to be very responsive. Go to my favorite website, tweakers.net. Accept the cookies. Let's put it in landscape mode here. And there you go. That is very smooth. Close the app. Well, that appears to be working all just fine. Okay, so far I'm really satisfied with this thing. Seems to be a really good buy. I can pick it up with one hand. I'm not quite sure if this would be very usable with just one hand though. You know, I could walk around like this, you know, and use the other hand to do stuff on it, like browse the web or something, or like just like this. That would work. It's really, really lightweight. It doesn't really feel all that heavier than my my iPhone 3GS over there, if I'm very honest. Very pleased, very pleased. Let's lock her down. So that basically concludes my video unboxing of the iPad mini 16GB white model. And first look of it. So far so good. I think this will be a great tablet for what I intend to use it for. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I thank you all for watching.